The N55 has blown up.
It's a very sad day.
I'm only messing with you guys. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got the M235i in front of us. Quite an interesting video.
The N55 thankfully hasn't blown up. However, it was close to it. Now, here's a dilemma. We have semi-slicks on the car, front and rear. Suspension's all set up, brakes are all good. However, the downside, and I never thought I'd be moaning about this in the UK, is this. It's absolutely a horrible temperature.
And I thought we'd have a quick video today about talking about air intake temperatures and what that does power-wise.
Now, as we know, we had the car dynoed and the air intake temps on the day were around 50 degrees Celsius, even with the upgraded intercooler, which is way too hot. There was definitely more power behind this engine if it was on a colder day.
We will be back in the winter when we can get some cooler runs. However, we're talking today about the temperature in the UK right now and regarding the N55's power.
I ditched the stock intercooler on this car a long time ago. I ditched it way before I went to stage 2 because I wanted to take all precautions to keep those IATs low. The intercooler sits down here. It's a 5-inch stepped one. It's a good brand. It cost me quite a few £100. However, I don't think it's really doing its job.
Now, if you are from the UK, you'll know that when we have higher temperatures, it's not a nice heat. When we're abroad or something like that, the air and the general heat is so much nicer than when we're in the UK. Right now, there is very high humidity. It feels really stuffy and really horrible.
And that's just the UK for you, whereas when you're abroad, it's a completely different temperature. However, this is not helping the car. Now, I'm not complaining because we don't usually have weather like this in the UK, and it's great. And for having semi-slicks on the car, I'm not complaining at all because it helps get some serious heat in them, which is perfect for driving.
However, the slight downside to this is the IATs. Whenever I do a pull, I have to wait ages before the IATs come down enough before I feel comfortable to drive it again.
So the car's running stage 2 MHD with the 93 octane selection done, as well as 99 octane Tesco Momentum in the fuel tank. However, this is a 5-inch stepped intercooler. I'm starting to wonder if I should have gone to 7 inches because the IATs are still sitting around 35 degrees Celsius.
Which to me seems quite high. And maybe that's because during the winter, when I used to do pulls in this car, they were averaging about 10 to 15 maybe on the motorway, and that was doing pull after pull after pull. Now, if I do one, they can go all the way up to 45, 50 degrees, and then obviously they drop back down.
Everybody always asks to stop if I'm okay. They always ask if I'm alright because I have the bonnet always open. However, it's justifiable because we're letting the engine cool down, technically.
So that's enough talking. Let's get in the car. Let's look at the adapter we have plugged into the OBD port, look at some of these air intake temps and have a couple of pulls with it. The car still feels really, really quick, even with the higher intake temps. However, let me know in the comments what you think about the air intake temps that I have on this car right now. Are they okay? Do you think it's okay to do pull after pull? The car seems like it's fine. However, I just don't want it to pull timing.
But we can close this now and let's have some fun. Now, right now, the car's been sitting for about 25 minutes and you can see the IATs were looking at 29 degrees, which isn't too bad. However, they're definitely going to creep up.
And I think today we're going to drive the car in Eco Pro because I quite like the sound it makes in Eco Pro. It just changes the throttle feel and it's a nice drive. This car's fast. It is fast. We've already gone up to 30 degrees.
Still chilling at 30 degrees, all seems to be good.
29, they're going down. Yeah, still no slouch, still no slouch. My days. We went up to 33 then, now we're at 32. Bear in mind, this is an Eco Pro as well, so still not too bad. On this thing is just so loud. It's honestly so addictive. And when you build enough boost, it actually does the turbo flutter, which just sounds unreal. Honestly, unreal. Alright, we'll let the car cool down now. So yeah, that was just my input on today's video. Temperature outside, the ambient air temperature, we're looking at 23 degrees C, which is quite warm. I do feel like that's quite hot. And yes, I know all the American viewers are going to be like 23 degrees. That's literally just like a daily temperature with you guys over there. However, in the UK, I can't describe it. The temperature is stuffy. It's not nice. Now you can see I've parked up. We got the air intake temps at 36 degrees Celsius. I'm going to put a clip on screen now of my car back in around January, February, on a private road, of course. Now, back then, it just felt really quick, like crazy quick, and the air intake temps didn't go above 20. Like 20 degrees Celsius, I had a hard time getting them above that. Yes, it was probably about 3-4 degrees Celsius outside maybe, so obviously that definitely helped. However, you can hear it now. It's pretty incredible. Sitting here and they're just creeping up. It's kind of scaring me. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed those POV drives. Eco Pro, it's actually really fun. I kind of really enjoy it because the throttle, it feels like you have to kind of definitely feed the throttle on more. With Sport, the car can be quite jerky, especially with it being tuned. So having the Eco Pro on the go, the throttle is just a lot more free-flowing. Yes, you have to push it down further. Yes, you have to give it more throttle for it to actually go somewhere. However, it's definitely not as jerky, especially when you're trying to change gear in one of these manuals. This car though, honestly, listen to the sound of it. Fastest 218i about. I don't know why I kept mentioning M235i to you guys, because we all know that this is a 218. The fastest 218 about, that is, and the best sounding one. Honestly though, this car is honestly so much fun. Really enjoying it. The fan literally never comes on in this car. I swear it never overheats. In fact, I bet the air intake temps are upwards of 40 degrees, and I am correct. However, the oil and coolant always stay really good. They never really go over 110 degrees Celsius. I'm literally lying. I'm lying straight through my teeth. This 218i-ish, the oil goes up to about 120 at some points, and the coolant never really goes above 110. I've still got a stock coolant mode on with MHD as well. So let me know what you guys think about this. Am I just being over dramatic? Are my air intake temps of 35 degrees Celsius actually really good? Or is it something I should be worried about? Would love to hear your feedback in the comment section below. So if you have any comments or anything you want to leave informational wise, drop it down below and I'll answer you guys. I think we should just take a moment to appreciate how this thing stands with this lighting today. It is absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, it looks so good. All I'm waiting for now is some bird to poo on it. So I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, you can give it a like. Any comments you have, please leave them down below. And of course, I'll answer them. Would really like to know what your thoughts are on this. And of course, Instagram and TikTok are linked in the video description. So if you want to see some of the gap cam footage, the link is down below. Apart from that, really appreciate you guys watching. Hit subscribe if you want to. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.